Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope this finds you all well. It's not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it might be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Capricorn, and sometimes you may need to flip the energies around as the message might come through more for your experience in the connection. That's completely normal. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. Yes. Okay, so I just want to make note, tomorrow we close out, on the 23rd of August, we close out Leo season, Virgo season begins, and Mercury, which rules Virgo, stations retrograde until mid-September. I want to say the 13th or the 17th are the two dates that are in my mind, but be aware. Be aware. I'm going to be doing some special Mercury retrograde readings in the coming days for that. All right. We also are in a blue moon month, right? So the next full moon falls on August 30th. We had a full moon on August 1st. So when there are two full moons in a calendar month, blue moon. So the full moon in Pisces reading will be coming up probably on the 29th. All right, here we go. Let's jump in. I am pulling from Divine Abundance to activate the reading. Let's just get a message for those of you watching. Energetic clearing. Interesting. Sagittarius got a clearing message as well. Not the same card, but a clearing message. So it says, during crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. I love the word luminous. And it feels to me like see yourself there in that form, being energetically emptied of fears and attachments. It's a big theme lately, guys. It's been coming up in private readings. It's been coming up in these general readings, which please remember, this is a general, not a private, so it may not resonate for everybody. It's always best to just take what speaks to you and leave the rest. If 75% of it speaks to you, it's possibly your reading. That's my rule of thumb. If you want a private reading, there's a link in the description box below. You do have to scroll down just a little bit, and there's a link that will take you to the booking page where you can learn all about it. Yes, I'm over. I think I'm like at 65 private readings since I relaunched them. So that's been great. I'm enjoying it. Lots of testimonials there that you can scroll through as well. So what I'm going to do for you here, Capricorn, is I'm just going to pull the spread. I'm going to give you my first impressions, and then we'll get the details with the clarifiers. So let's go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Overall energy is the High Priestess. So there's something here with the High Priestess that feels like you're in this realm of learning to trust your intuition, tapping into your inner knowing. The High Priestess doesn't speak, so there can also be this sort of outside of connection, meaning if you're in separation from somebody, it can be some form of communication that's taking place. So let's go ahead and look. Yes. Oh my goodness. So I'm looking at the recent past, the present energy. Oh my goodness. And the near future. Everyone's getting this Knight of Pentacles too. Okay, so smack in the middle of the spread is where all the energy goes, like the vortex of the reading here, so to speak. And we have the Magician. So I'm glad to see the Magician showing up in the middle, because it's talking about what it is you're manifesting. And that's what I'm feeling here, is trusting your intuition on the fact that you have all the tools at your disposal, everything you need There's a sense of mastery when the magician is present, everything you need to manifest your desired outcome without expectation of the form that it takes. That's really important. So in the recent past, we have the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm kind of getting the impression that this was about some form of commitment, trying to overcome some obstacles to a new beginning with a potential life partner here. Whether or not that person had been showing up for you is another matter, but I feel like there were some challenges, an obstacle to be overcome. And I'm saying that because in the present energy, Five of Swords, and to me the Five of Swords can come in as some it can be gossipy, it can be gaslighty, right? The Five of Swords to me, right, in this particular deck, he's all tangled up in trying to slay the dragon. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but because the coloring of this person's armor is the same as the coloring of the dragon. But you see how they're all tangled up. And it becomes this sort of futile effort, and one can easily feel defeated when the Five of Swords is present. So that's the energy that's coming in now, but we have the Magician and the Two of Swords. You have the ability to go within and get clarity before you make an important decision. The Two of Swords is guiding you toward, be sure you check in with yourself. What are your intentions? What are you trying to manifest and create? Why are you in this energy of defeat? Were you unable to overcome the obstacles of the past? What's being said to you, or how are you perceiving it? So there's a lot riding on this Two of Swords. It's a crossroads energy to some degree. And then in the near future, we've got the Nine of Wands, which is talking about perseverance. Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly, methodically, deliberately with a plan. And the Hermit. The Hermit's coming in with some wisdom to bear. You've been on this long inner journey. I love having the High Priestess as the first card out and the Hermit as the last card out, because both these cards speak to me about self-awareness, introspection on a spiritual level and right here in 3D. And each of these energies, each of these aspects of you have special gifts. The gift of wisdom, the gift of patience, the gift of your awareness of your connection to the divine, the gift of radical honesty. Got it? Even when in separation from someone that you love, you can still be very honest with yourself about the situation. So that's what I'm seeing coming through. Let's go to the clarifiers. High Priestess, please. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for some of you, the question remains, is this your one true love and what's going to come of that? Or is this something that needs to be left behind? The Queen of Swords coming in underneath the deck. For those of you who are new, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, I'm tapping into unconscious awareness or unconscious energies or something that's just playing out behind the scenes that you may be unaware of. And it feels to me with this intuitive gift of the High Priestess is this the love of my life, or is this something that needs to be left behind? So the Death card isn't always about something ending. Sometimes it's what needs to be released to serve your higher good. Sometimes it's about growth, change, and transformation, and that could be part of this as well. But with the Queen of Swords underneath, I feel in the background, you're coming through with questions about, you need some answers. Whoa. Close call. Okay, so let's look in the past here with the Strength card and the King of Pentacles. Judgment, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. I feel like there was something between you and this person. You were hoping to overcome this obstacle. In this deck, even look at the head of the King of Pentacles, right? Like his head is sort of bowed in disappointment. I know it sounds weird, but when I get very strong visual cues from this King of Pentacles, almost like he's fallen short of his own expectations of himself in the world proper. The King of Pentacles is usually a leader, a very enterprising, very stable, reliable, predictable, practical, responsible, right? Masculine archetype of a life partner. Someone who shows up for you, can go the distance. So I'm putting all of that on this king, and I'm seeing his head bowed, like, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown kind of energy. And I'm feeling this inability to overcome an obstacle and seeing that reality. Like, we just want to get beyond it. We just want this, you know, second chance. The judgment card to me comes through. It's Pluto, Lord of the Underworld, but you're being risen up from the grave for a second chance. At love, at life, at happiness. These are the sinners in their graves. The archangel comes and sounds the, blows the trumpet, calling them up. But you have to answer the call. And I'm feeling like on some level, there may have been a challenge with regard to that. So there's an inability, wow, I'm really like tongue-tied today, my apologies, an inability to sort of push past something that's presented a challenge. And you saw that, you were aware of that. So let's see the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. We now have 3 aces out. Oh, we have all 4. 1 from the main spread and 3 in the clarifier. So aces to me are new beginnings. But I feel like this was something that was a definite challenge. We had the proper passion there, lots of communication around it, in unconscious awareness, thoughts of happiness and coming through this successfully and having this new beginning. So that was the plan, Stan, and then something happened. Something happened. And maybe this is the love of your life. And maybe there were plans that were unable to be fulfilled, because what I'm seeing here is, yeah, a lot of smoke was blown. And now you're trying to manifest the clarity or the way through this moment. But with that 5 of Swords, it feels like all those plans did not manifest. So let's see the 5 of Swords and the Magician. Devil. Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel on some level you kind of feel tricked. Or bullshit, whatever you want to say about it. We're all grown-ups here, but it feels to me like, we have the 5 of Swords, the Devil, and the Page of Wands. When those two come through together, I get a little bit of player energy. Maybe not necessarily a cheating scenario, but some definite manipulation. Tried to work through it, tried to manifest through it. Boom, nothing came of that. So I feel like maybe you feel somebody was blowing some smoke. Somebody set you up or was telling you what you wanted to hear, but not planning to follow through on it, which may be why this King of Pentacles to me looks like he's hanging his head in some form of shame. Allow me to see what I see. It's not like it shows up in every deck. So I chose this deck for a reason, and it has visual cues. That's part of my intuitive reading skills. I don't see it in every King of Pentacles, but in this one I do. So now let's see the Magician and the Two of Swords. This is where you're coming to that crossroads moment where decisions have to be made. King of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, right. So there's the confusion. That's why you've got questions that need to be answered. Both of those cards coming from the bottom of the deck. So that's what's playing, you know, in your unconscious awareness, and then maybe a little bit more in your conscious awareness than you'll readily admit. But I feel like there's lots of mixed messages, or at least some confusion and emotional overwhelm bleeding into your thought process, your decision making. Who is this person? Are they emotionally invested? Are they emotionally available? Are they emotionally mature? King of Cups. Because there's something here that hasn't been communicated to you. Things have fallen flat, and when we see that Three of Pentacles, we're talking about cooperation, being on the same page, being invested in the building of this relationship, maybe for the long haul. And I feel like you're really trying to get clear here and manifest the clarity. What am I dealing with? Because the messages seem confused or mixed or maybe not believable. It's a fair question. So let's see the near future with the Nine of Wands, which is, I am not giving up on this just yet. And the Knight of Pentacles, there's something coming toward you slowly. Ten of Cups, Lovers. All right, so despite the fact that you're feeling out in the cold here, some feelings of being shunned or dismissed or discarded or devalued even, you're not giving up. I'm feeling like dog with a bone energy here in that Nine of Wands, because you're after this happiness. You're after the union of your soul with this person. And even if it comes toward you slowly, I don't think that that will be a big problem for you. In the back of your mind, you're aware that this might leave you even more with a sense of abandonment than you may already have, but it's something you're willing to push through. So I'm seeing the Nine of Wands as your energy, and I'm seeing this person coming towards you very slowly, with the offer that was rescinded or not made good on in the past. So I'm almost seeing the King of Pentacles downshifting into the Knight of Pentacles and coming in more slowly with an offer. Something you can rely on, something tangible. And it's something that they are working through with a lot of clarity of intention. That's really important, with beginning with the end in mind, which I have a feeling did not exist in the recent past. They didn't think things through. They couldn't make good, or they wouldn't make good, or they didn't make good, whatever. It's different for all of you. It's a general reading. But it feels like that's where you are right now. Is this a friend or a foe? Did I get totally played? Or is this person just struggling with their emotional availability or being vulnerable somehow? I feel like that's where you are. But in the future, I see you not giving up and giving this person a chance to come correct and to come with an offer that you can count on, even if it takes time. So now let's look at the Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit. Oh my goodness. Well, we're closing out the reading here with some real powerful energies. We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming in, Page of Cups, that message of love or apology for, not being brave enough in the past. We had the Strength card in the past, which requires some confidence and strength and courage. And I feel like this person says, yeah, I fell short. I wasn't brave enough. I didn't take the action that was necessary to overcome the obstacles on our path. And there you are with your beautiful divine feminine energy, really tongue-tied today, my friends. I'm sorry. It's a thing that happens when you get older, just so you know. Don't grow old. I don't advise it. But there's beautiful intellect and reasoning and wisdom with this hermit. It's like you've been on this journey long enough to know yourself well enough that you know you can trust yourself. So the hermit's not coming in as a solitary journey. You've been on that solitary journey. He's coming in holding the lantern for your person, showing them the way to the courage, lighting the path. It's coming through as the guide. So I think it's really beautiful. I feel like the near future has great potential for things being reworked is the word I want to use, because right now what you're dealing with is a whole lot of confusion and an inability to sort of manifest what you desire because of the confusion and the lack of clarity with this person. But I feel like all of that takes a turn in the near future by sheer force of your perseverance, hanging in there. That doesn't mean you become a doormat. There's no doormat energy here. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm saying is, you know your limitations. You're coming in with high priestess energy. You're ending with hermit energy. Very wise, very in touch with yourself. Nobody going to pull any wool over your eyes that they haven't already tried to and failed at. So this looks good to me. Let's go in and see what we get from this King of Pentacles, King of Cups person, who morphs into the Knight of Pentacles going forward. Okay, so it's a little downshift, not a problem if what they're doing is pulling back and being more realistic about what they can offer. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like something may have been put out there for you, like that apple, and you took a bite and it was like full of worms because this person really couldn't back up what they promised or what they suggested they were ready for. But in the future, even kind of pulling back a little bit into night energy is fine, because it takes its time. It's responsible. It's practical. It's, you know, a little bit more in the moment and more focused on intentions and outcomes for themselves. What can I realistically intend to offer? I know. It's good. So the description box below this video, in the first sentence, is the link to the single extended. There's also links if you want a membership to all the extendeds, but for just this extended, we're going to look at the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles person. How are they showing up? What's their take on this situation? So it's always good to get it from their perspective. How do they see you, think about you, or feel about you at this time? What are their intentions toward you and the connection going forward? So that gives you some more energy to work with. Let me tell you the astrology associated with this reading. Pisces in that High Priestess. The Death card is Scorpio. Queen of Swords is Libra. The Strength card is Leo. Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. We have the King of Pentacles, poor forlorn King of Pentacles, is Taurus. The Sun is the Sun, which rules Leo. We have the Devil is Capricorn. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A Magician is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini and is stationing retrograde tomorrow. We have the King of Cups is Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio in this reading, Capricorn. Lovers is Gemini. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Strength card is out for a second time. As I said, that's Leo. Here's Venus. She's still retrograde in the sign of Leo. Rules Taurus and Libra. And we close with the Hermit, which is more Virgo energy. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. What an interesting reading. I'm heading over to the extended now. I'll see you there in a minute. Bye.